the reality of this business, which this is something that I've learned early on in the business, and you guys have all seen it, and I'm circling at you, I don't have shaky hands like that, is that agents tend to think, I can't bring on a buyer's agent because nobody can do as good a job as I can. I can't have somebody else do listings. Nobody can do listings like me. I don't know who said it first. I think it was Ross Perot, but I've heard it from many different people since then, is you always hire people better than you are. And believe it or not, Virginia Cook, there's somebody better out there at selling homes than Virginia Cook. They weren't as smart, apparently, and didn't do some of the things right that they needed to. But no one here is the best at everything that's involved in your business. So you can always hire people that are better than you are. We'll talk about the disc in a minute, but I'm a D. I'm a high D. Detailed stuff, I don't have time for that stuff. Somebody calls me up and we're working a contract, and they're like, how you doing? I don't say, how are you doing back? I say, what's the counter? I mean, I'm just real direct. I don't have time or don't want to have time to ask how their children and pets and stuff are. So I have to hire people that are big high eyes, and hire the people that are real social, and hire the people that do the things that I can't or don't want to do. My wife is very detailed. I brought her on a few years ago, as I mentioned, so she gets to do all the high C stuff. This presentation, when I did it, it was on construction paper and crayons. And I give it to my wife, and she makes it pretty. She's the detail person that can put it all together, but it's just a matter of, again, having the right people working together that I keep getting y'all's way. Utilize your strengths on their strengths. So you ask yourself these questions, and they're pretty basic. And you can take this, if you're new in the business or if you've been in it for 20 years and you've got 10 people, you can just change some of the questions. But stuff in envelopes are generating income. I mentioned that yesterday. I had brought on someone fairly early as an administrative assistant, because you don't have to be real smart to figure out if I'm making calls, I'm making a lot more money than if I'm putting these letters in these envelopes. Today things are set up so much better. You've got the continuity marketing company that can do a lot of this stuff for you and keep it consistent. And it just makes sense to do those type of things instead of trying to do everything yourself to save money, because you can't do it all properly. So do you want to do that? The task. There's people that try and do, whether it's the envelopes or all the different tasks that they can bring somebody hourly in to help them with. Divide and conquer the big issues, the different things. So you want to ask yourself these questions when you put together your team or as you grow your business. The benefit to yourself and to your clients is when, like I'm here, of course, today, and not in Dallas or in Flower Mound, but my customers or my clients are still getting the right service. They're still getting someone taking care of all their needs. We had an inspection go a little crazy yesterday on a property, and I called the check-in, and it was all taken care of. I just knew it was going to be a problem. Saw an email, I call in, it's taken care of. So when you've got a team, your clients are getting better service. Again, I'm not the friendliest guy when I pick up the phone. I mean, I think I'm nice and genuine, but I'm not going to get into a lot of conversation. But I have a couple women in my office that are great. People love calling in and getting things taken care of. So when you've got that team, you've got a group of people. So you've got, when commission comes up, objection or listing appointment, someone wants to talk about commission, you get all 10 of us for the same price as our competitors giving you for the one price. So they truly, and we have a little diagram on our listing agreement that says, you've got this person that's a specialist, and this person, and this person. So your clients are getting better service, period, hands down. You can be the best agent, the hardest worker, but if you're out there showing property to a reload buyer for 3 days, and somebody's calling on a listing, wanting to know information about it, you just can't do it all. It's physically impossible. More time. In this business, I'm a big fan of time blocking. I'm a big fan of doing some things I don't practice, like vacation that John's been looking at your vacation in there, which I know you do. But you can manage your time better. When you're working by yourself and you're working as a salesperson, your clients are typically in control of your schedule, which is always a mistake. It's like Jim was saying yesterday, I've always, since I've learned in the business, you've got to take control at the very beginning. And that includes your scheduling, your appointments. You can't let your clients dictate what you're going to do every day. And if you're working by yourself, you get in a position where you have to do that a lot of times. Or if you're working as a salesperson, you're just thinking about that sale. You set your business up and have the systems in place, the processes, you'll be able to have more time block and take control of the schedule instead of somebody controlling it for you. Sometimes I talk too fast. This is the thing. You do this, and I'll slow down. So if I get going too fast, my wife tells me this means slow down. So now I tell people that I look around to see if I get that. This is key. Oops. How do I keep this little button on here? I talked about hiring people better than what you are, better than what you do, and I'll talk more about that in a second, but it's key because we have some key people in place on our team that most teams don't have that are huge. They work very well for us. Nina, none of this can be shared back, with Chris to share with my local competitors. He's got to keep it. He's got to keep it in his area. Right.
Sounds like his group a little bit. So.
My two biggest competitors are Keller Williams competitors, and right there in my market. So he can keep it in California, but he can't bring this up. I don't know. Like I said, there's no secrets. It's all right.